What's up guys, Micah Diaz here. Try Hard Die episode 4, covering Top Drift round 2 of the Formula Drift Pro-Am series. Friday rolls around, kind of have a little bit of a longer day at work than we thought, so we're trying to rush and get up there because I want to get there Friday night so that we can be on site, sleep, wake up Saturday morning and not rush. So we get up there Friday night. Rathina and John haul me up there because my truck's down right now. Drop me off with my trailer and car outside the gates because we got there too late and the gates were closed. So our buddy Brandon Shannon comes over and we start throwing all of our tools and tires. We drive it up, we kind of set up camp. So we go back down to the gate to get ready to sleep in the car. And when we're driving down there, we see this rich dude rolling in an RV and he has the gate wide open. And I'm like, yo, that's my car. Can I pull it in real quick? And he's like, yeah, just hurry up. So we got in Friday night. Camp was already pretty much set up. Went ahead and went to bed. So we wake up Saturday morning, we start prepping the car, checking all the tire pressures, making sure everything's tight, going over some fluids, different things like that, just a little bit of preventive maintenance. We recently blew the differential at Adams Motorsports Park, so we went out and bought another one. We actually went out and bought 2 of them, welded them up, brought them with us, and just have them there on the site just in case another one blows, because you kind of never know what happens in the sport. We get out for practice. Andy's tires hooked us up, set us up with about 6 tires, and then Rathina Gomer went ahead and pitched in 4 of them. We only have a limited supply of tires, so we're not really pushing it or holding it wide open throttle in practice. We don't want to burn through all of our tires, make it into the show, and then not have tires for top 16. So practice is going great, car's working fine. We were kind of short-handed, a couple of the crew members couldn't make it out, but my buddy Hugo and I made it happen Saturday and a couple of friends that helped out. So Saturday goes through, we go through about 6 tires in that one day of practice, and the car's just holding up, no real problems, nothing really getting too gnarly. We had a couple of oil lines kind of come loose, but Hugo hopped on it and got them fixed up and tightened up and stuff. During practice, we tandemed with a few people. We're going throughout the day. Our buddy Brad shows up, my spotter, and just kind of gives me pointers. I'm asking him where to fill zones, and we're just going through it, and everything's good and dandy. Sunday morning we wake up, again run through the car, fluids, tire pressures, making sure everything's tight, trying to prevent as many things from going wrong as possible if we can. Again, it's hard to predict what can go wrong in these situations of putting these cars under extreme just pressure and wear and tear, especially during the days out there when it's 100, 110 sometimes. So Sunday we go out for practice. We're in group A, we're running number 8, so we're in the first group of the day. So we get out, we're practicing, doing some lines, running some different lines. We end up talking with Ryan Literal. He ends up giving us some pointers like, yo, you need to fill this zone, you need to be wider open throttle, and just kind of running through all the judges and asking them all what they thought of the runs, getting pointers from them, and then applying those pointers into the runs. We have a little bit of issues getting tires mounted, so we had to move in from group A into group B, which it has a bunch of our friends who drive who were just after trying to be as good as them. Our buddy Zach Malophagus, or whatever the heck his name is, the guy with the red Z, like super girly and has a ginger beard. Brandon Shannon and our buddy Derek. No, Derek was in group A. Scratch that, Derek wasn't in group B, he was in group A. Anyways, we got to drive with 2 of our really good buddies and our other buddy Brian Page Howell with his BMW, and just really getting into good practice, some good tandem runs with these guys. Zach, I'm coming for you. You're not gonna beat me ever again. Watch. Sunday we go into qualifying, and again we're running a little bit short on tires. We don't have too many left. We end up using the same tires we practice on into our qualifying. So run 1 goes down. It's okay. We're just trying to stay a little bit conservative, just get some points on the board. Then we go into run 2 and we're like, all right, it's time to really push the car, and myself as a driver. So we push the car, working with what we got. We end up like running through these tires pretty bad, working on some traction problems. So we end up qualifying 8th out of about 50 plus drivers on a track that we've only driven 1 time before. So I'm super stoked on our performance at this point. Qualify 8, super pumped. Car's number 8, qualify number 8. Really excited for all that. We make it into the show, get into top 16. We end up going against the event winner, Sean Adriano. Run 1, I'm leading, he's chasing. Throw it into turn 1, kind of fill our zones, kind of pull a little gap on him about a car length or so, come down the hill, hit the inside touch and go right there, feel the outer zone, and then just throw a fat snap and come around the last corner. Sean Adriano ends up sucking up on my door and just right there with me the last round. Run number 2 of the top 16 battle. I'm chasing Sean, he's leading. First corner, I get a little bit too excited and I suck up on his door and I'm almost interfering with his line. Right next to him, wide open throttle. I'm right up on him. He ends up getting a wider line that sets him up to go way faster down the hill. Stretches me down the hill, I go to get in on his door. Transition a little bit too early on the downhill. End up making a correction on the downhill chasing Sean, and it gives him the opportunity to just stretch us. So he stretches us about 3 or 4 car lengths all the way down to the finish. And that was pretty much our weekend in top 16. I wasn't too upset about losing to Sean because Sean went on to win first place in the whole event. So props to you, Sean, that's pretty dope. So that's the end of our weekend right there at Top Drift Round 2. We end up just really beating ourselves, taking ourselves out, making silly mistakes that cost us the race. And we're super pumped and ready for round 3. We're coming out there with what we got and we're coming out swinging. No more of this holding back, preserving tires. We're gonna set a limit for the day, run through those tires. Day 2, have that limit and try to drive everyone's door. In the FD Pro-Am Series Top Drift, we're sitting in 11th place right now out of pretty much Southern California and some. Really excited where we're at. You know, keep following us, man. We'll be posting videos as much as we can. If you guys got some questions, post them below and I might make a video to answer your question. See you guys later. Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. You like this car? Me too. I don't know.
Okay, you're done.